Good afternoon, everyone. The honorable person, my lecturer, Mr. Mayasari, and all of my beloved friends. First of all, let us thanks to Almighty God because of His blessing that has given to us. And I also want to thank you to my lecturer and all of you guys for this great opportunity. My beloved friend, I have your attention. The presentation is about to begin. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dwitama. You can call me Yuda. I'm here as a moderator and also the operator of this presentation. Our today's topic is factors that make the same things. And allow me to introduce the presenter of the topic. They are Dondi Perdana Mardani as first presenter, Aldora Nanda Adhiwangsa as second presenter, and Dany Alfian as third and last speaker. And now, the next agenda is presentation session. But first, I want to read introduction of this topic. Ships are mode of sea transportation used to transport passenger or goods. Every transportation has risks of accident as well as ships. We know that the sea is so mysterious that everything that is there cannot be predicted with certainty. For this reason, all kinds of sea transportation, especially ships, are prone to accident. In what cases accident on ships? So right now, we want to discuss about the factor that make ship sinks. For the first turn, will be given to first presenter Dondi Perdana, and then next to Nanda for the second speaker, and next to Dany Alfian for the last speaker. For Dondi, you can start your turn.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Yuda. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Dondi Perdana Mardani, and I will tell you about the first and the second factors that make a ship sink. The first reason is overload. As we know, there are still many cases of ships in Indonesia that have sunk due to overloading being transported in the form of goods and people. One example is the sinking of the Nusa Senare ship in East Nusa Tenggara in 2019. Even today, there are still many ships that violate cargo restriction in pursuit of the available money and time. Obviously, the violates ship safety standard. If you overload the boat and there is not enough free boat, or I can say the distance between the water surface and the top of the hull, the water will most likely enter the deck. This is because the ship density becomes greater than that of the water. This increases the ship's weight and can cause the ship to sink. The second reason is bad weather. Bad weather is exceedingly common for ship sinking and contributes to nearly 75% of all other types of accidents. Due to the large unobstructed open space found in the ocean, wind speeds can reach the regions associated with typhoons or hurricanes. This can create massive waves that are able to capsize vessel. Our this reason force the vessel to take on water, which eventually leads to it becoming unstable and susceptible to sinking by the smallest of disturbance.
From the initial design, so it is necessary to stipulate regulation regarding the standardization of the design of the ship, both for the manufacture of new ships and modification of existing ships can be first step to prevent ship accidents. One of the most important parameters during the initial design process of ships building in ensuring that the stability of the ship plays a key role in the safety of the ship while sailing. Okay, next. Then the fourth factor is the condition of the ship. Condition is also an important factor in determining sailing safety. When sailing, the ship must be in good condition and maintained. Like all transportation on land or at sea, ship must also get roadworthy certification before sailing. This can be done by looking at the condition of the engine, the condition of the hull of the ship, so that the navigation system must be in good condition in order to guarantee the safety of a voyage. If the ship is not in good condition and maintenance, it can result in a ship accident while sailing. One example of this accident is a leak in the ship's body that caused water to enter the ship. Therefore, maintenance and the existence of a water pump can minimize water entering the ship if something untoward happens. The water pump must be in good condition to function when waters enter the ship. Apart from pump maintenance, what must be considered in the maintenance of the engine, the condition of the ship's body, the ship's rudder, and the ship's communication system. The prima donna, the condition of the ship, can cause the ship to sink, such as the Sweet Istanbul ship, which sank on March 21, 2017. The accident on the ship was caused by the lack of maintenance of the ship, which made the ship's body too prone to leaks and eventually sunk. Okay, next.
Okay, I will continue to explain the fifth, sixth, and seventh factors. Human error. According to NTSC data, more than 80% of accidents are caused by human error factor. Ordinary people may have the perception that human error is absolutely from individual mistakes. For example, errors caused by the ship's captain, skipper, and other crew members. This kind of perception may be used, but in the marine engineering, such a description is less complex. In the marine engineering itself, the classification of human error can be divided into three, namely induced human error system, design-induced human error, and pure human error. And next is shipping line condition. Maybe we've all heard and seen the movie Titanic. Yup, it is true that the largest ship of its time sank because of the collision of the ship with an iceberg under the sea, so that part of the ship had a leak. Sea water entered quickly and finally the ship sank and broke in half. It can be said that the LMS Titanic had an accident due to the condition of the shipping line. It could be that this iceberg was not detected on the ship's radar, so that the ship's driver could not prevent the collision that would occur. For this reason, before making a voyage, it is important to determine the position of a safe route that can be traversed by ship. Apart from icebergs, the terrain or challenges commonly faced can be in the form of corals, rocks, seafood mountains, and others. Dangerous goods. Okay, next. Dangerous goods on cargo. Let's reflect on the event that took place on August 4th, 2020. On that day, there was a huge explosion in the port of Beirut which destroyed the center of the port and the surrounding waterfront. The resulting casualties reached 6,000 people injured, 180 casualties, and 30 people missing. It is suspected that the explosion was caused by ammonium nitrate weighing 2,750 tons. The ammonium nitrate is stored in the warehouse for many years. The Indonesian government immediately took action quickly by implementing it. In accordance with the provision of the IMO, International Maritime Organization, that hazardous material must be stored in accordance with the provision required in the code. IMGD code, which is issued and updated every 2 years. Dangerous goods written in the IMGD code include packaging, marking, labeling, and storage. To prevent unwanted things, and understanding of the handling of dangerous goods must not only be understood by KBLP officers, but all service users must also understanding their handling.
Thank you for all of the presenter. Well, now we come to the opinion, question and answer session. There will be two questions. Before that, please raise your hand or you can write it on Zoom chat. Okay, any question maybe? Okay, there's one question from Muhammad David Yandri from Zoom chat. Here's the question. Before we know that one of factor that cause ship sinks is bad weather. So the question is, what is the best way we can do for us to survive or anticipate so that ship remains stable and works normally during the bad weather? I think from Dondi you can answer the question.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mr. Muhammad David Yandri. It's a good question and I will answer that. So, the key action that our passenger and our seafarers do in the ship is don't panic. And then there's many action which the seafarers must do it. The first is study weather report. The second is use ballast tanks to minimize free surface effect. Number 3 is check stability of the vessel. Number 4 is secure lost equipment or cargo on deck. Number 5 is keep check on RPM to avoid load fluctuation on main engine. Number 6 is be careful while changing speed, angle, and direction. Number 7 is drains and scuppers must be free. Number 8 is inform our departments in advance of any storm warning. That's all my answer for you, Mr. Muhammad David Yandi. Thank you for that question. I appreciate that.
Okay, next question. Question from Safa Maharani. I want to ask about the factor that say ship condition. So what is the most important point or reference in the condition of the ship so that the ship is safe to sail or not? Okay, maybe R2 you can answer the question.
Okay, thanks for the question. I will try to answer the question from Safa. The most important reference in the condition of a ship so that the ship can be said to be safe to sail or not is that the ship must have a roadworthiness certification before sailing. This can be done by looking at the condition of the engine, the condition of the hull ship, so that the navigation system must be in good condition in order to guarantee the safety of our voyage. Okay, thank you. Yes, that's my answer.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And now maybe the question is enough for us now. Okay everyone, finally we are come to the last agenda. We would like to say thanks again for the presenter and all of the audience for active participation. The conclusion of presentation today is so, in the term of sailing, it is important that we first analyze the ship from internal factors such as the condition of the ship, luggage, number of passengers, and the other, and also external factors such as shipping line, condition, and weather condition, so that later the voyage can run well. Hopefully, the presentation will give benefit for us all. Thank you for your attention. See you later and goodbye.